Was there a particular bit of advice that you gave to every single composer you taught?
Find good performers. 90% of my career has worked because I've had a chance to work with Beverly Sills, Janet Baker, Ficca von Stade, and they bring out the best in you. I mean, if you know you're writing something for Håkan Hagegård, you think about it twice. You don't just jot it off. And that, I think, would be an inspiration to any student. Of course, students can't very well line up Beverly Sills types to perform their music, but if they keep in mind that you're writing it for the greatest singer in the world, you write a certain way. You think about, oh, that's not good enough, or what can I do that will flatter his voice? My whole philosophy has been to write music that flatters the voice, and I think that's why I've been successful in having performances by renowned artists. I think they sense it to somebody who loves writing for the voice, and they're going to love doing it. And that, I think, is the secret of making pieces work.
Mm-hmm. The piece that is on the program is from A Mask of Angels, and it's the Gloria. To coin a word, it's a glorious piece because all the choral parts are so wonderful to sing. And the piece has a flow to it that is just so... You just can't wait for the choir to turn the page and hear what's going to come next.
Well, you'd be a good choir director in that response. That's probably the most popular single piece I've written, and I think it's one of those pieces I feel turned out better than I thought it would. Mm-hmm. Because I was not trying to write a melody in it. I was trying to write a sense of joy, and my sense of joy is not the same as your sense of joy. But I feel in that, from the way the response I've seen from choirs and conductors, that does kind of get there. And there's not much more I can say about it. It's a very technical piece. I don't know if you have performed it and you've sung it, you would notice that halfway through the whole song, the whole theme runs backwards and upside down. And it works that way, and it sounds just as joyful. I think if I could turn it out inside out, I don't know how to do that, but if one could, it would sound just as joyful. There's something in that arrangement of notes that melodies are one thing. Melodies are beautiful things, but very often they're limited in what you can't mess around with them too much. And a composer really wants to be able to feel that they can work with the material. They can enlarge it, or turn it around, look at it another way. That piece does all of that for me.